We're also streaming from that SuperTalk Mississippi app. And, of course, you can always find us, too, on your local SuperTalk Mississippi radio station. And you can always watch us. We are on your computer or your mobile device. Just head on over to SuperTalk TV. But I also say one of the best ways to stay in touch with what we do here on Good Things is to head on over to the Good Things Facebook group, where we like to share good headlines and start the good conversation of the day. Wink, wink, there's a fun topic to ask you about. But first, we want to get to something good that's happening in North Mississippi. Well, it's not North Mississippi, but Meridian, Mississippi, north to us, Brother Ben. But you guys have Builders for Christ. It's a missionary organization for Mississippi, and they're up to some good things. So welcome.
Well, thank you, Miss Rebecca. Thank you so much for having us on your show today.
So how do you say, is it southeast, southwest Mississippi? How do you describe Meridian? It's not north. Which direction are you?
I'm going to call it central.
Okay, we'll definitely go with that. And y'all have had a busy week this week with lots of folks coming into town to do some good. So help us out. Tell us what's going on there.
So first off, I'll just brag on what the Lord's doing here at Pleasant Grove. We have been to a place last couple of years. The Lord has been doing a work here at Pleasant Grove, and we've been growing and had a beautiful little country sanctuary here. And it just got to the place where we couldn't fit everybody in there for our Sunday morning worship services. And long story short, after a couple of years, we got to the place we knew we had a building project in store and began to work toward that, make plans toward that. And it just worked out this summer to where we could have Brother Paul Harris here, which is here with me, and Builders for Christ here this week, helping us to build our new sanctuary building.
Which definitely is a blessing, obviously, to have those that come in and to give of their time and their talents as their resources and to see this project come to fruition. So tell us a little bit about Builders for Christ. Are they an organization out of Mississippi, or did they come from outside of Mississippi in to help you guys?
All right, I'm going to let Brother Paul speak on that.
Okay. Hey Brother
there.
Paul. How are you today?
I'm doing quite well. It's a little bit warm out here, but otherwise good.
Well, yeah, it's definitely summer in Mississippi. We're starting to feel it. And if you're out there doing some construction work, Brother Paul, then you are definitely sweating bullets.
Yeah, yep. Let me tell you a little bit about our group. We this group started here there in Lauderdale County from State Boulevard Baptist Church and First Baptist Collinsville back in 1978. They went and did a project first week of June, and every year since then, this group has gone somewhere and helped the church or helped the mission or ministry to have a building, have a tool that they could use to further the kingdom of Christ. And so now we have grown to the point that I think this week we have had 160-something people who have come and gone, with an average of about 100 here this week. And a lot of people are from Mississippi coming and going, but there are people here from Oklahoma, from Louisiana, from North Carolina, and in many different parts of Mississippi.
Brother Paul, how did your network of volunteers grow beyond the borders of Mississippi? Because, I mean, you've had to at least have a track record of completing the work that you say that you're doing, or providing at least a pleasurable experience along with some hard work for folks from Oklahoma or states away to want to come and be a part of what Builders for Christ is doing.
Pretty neat the way that's happened. We have been all over the United States working, and it seems that when we go, say, for instance, to Oklahoma, we have picked up people from the churches there, and then people from those churches begin to talk, and others want to come. In North Carolina, we went and helped a group there, a church there, and there's a group that comes from Cashers, North Carolina, every year, and a couple other places there in North Carolina. So really, we have just picked up people, for the most part, from places that we have been to help the church or the ministry.
So, Brother Paul, do you guys with Builders for Christ, do y'all respond to like things of natural disasters or fires or something like that? Or are you a little different where you look for those projects like what's happening there in Meridian with Pleasant Grove, where they're growing or they're making a new build?
That's a good question. We plan the first full week of June to go and do just what we're doing here. We go and help, either framing or finishing a building, whatever the need is. But we have smaller groups who throughout the year do other things like respond to disasters, but that's not with the whole group. Usually it's just localized people, but it's some of the same people that come on these mission trips.
Are you always looking for new volunteers, Brother Ben? Brother Paul, excuse me. Do they have to have like a construction background or experience?
Yeah, most of the people that are here do not have a construction background, any experience in that. And some of them have learned how to build coming to Builders for Christ. There are people who have come for several years and then go home and begin to build things themselves. And so we need people to carry lumber. We need people to, those that cut, those that plan things, but we also need a lot of people to move a lot of lumber. And we have a whole support team that cooks for us, housing and feeding 100 people or so is quite a logistical challenge. And so we bring a whole team of cooks and people that handle logistic things. And
so there's a place for everybody.
It takes everybody. Yeah, it takes everybody to make it happen.
To make this happen. So how did Builders for Christ hear about Pleasant Grove? How did you guys connect? Even though, obviously it's in state, did they reach out to you guys? Did you hear through the grapevine that they had been praying and wanting to expand and finally getting that opportunity? How did y'all's two worlds collide?
Yeah, that happens differently every year. And this year it happened because one of our members who goes with us on Builders for Christ actually is a member of Pleasant Grove. And so he began to talk to me several months back about the project, and it just came about that way. Sometimes it's through our network of people that are a part of our group. Somebody hears of a project, and then other times people just contact us. Just contact us, say, hey, we're doing this, and it's difficult to make the logistics work. And so we get the opportunity to see God do some pretty amazing stuff every year, from, finding the project that fits us to finding a place that can house as many people as we bring, finding a place that we can cook for that many people. And believe it or not, one of the biggest challenges is having showers to shower that many people. And so, there's always logistical issues, and God just seems to put them all together every year. And amazingly, he brings exactly the right people to do the different aspects of the project that we're on every year.
So I know y'all been in Meridian since Monday. Y'all kicked everything off Monday with Pleasant Grove. Where are we at now in the building, Brother Paul?
Well, we had a group, a small group that came last week trying to get everything ready for Pleasant Grove. It's about a 7,500 square foot building on the ground floor, with probably about 4,000 on the second floor. And it is just about completely framed. When we leave here tomorrow, I expect all of the framing to be done, and we're hanging sheetrock already. The electrical, we have electricians with us. They pulled all the wire, or at least in portions of the building, and sheetrock's going on the wall.
Brother Ben, I know that it would have taken you, I won't even say twice as long. I can't imagine how much longer it would have taken you guys to do that. Certainly not a week. So it's definitely been amazing to see what Builders for Christ has done in a short period of time. If people want to keep up with what you guys are doing, how can they do that?
So they could go to our Facebook page there at Pleasant Grove Baptist Church. We're actually in Little Rock. I know there's a lot of Pleasant Groves around, so I'll be looking for the one in Little Rock. But, yes, we're blown away. I don't know how long this would have taken us without their help, but I know that we're blown away at how far it's come, and it's looking so good. We're just excited about how the Lord has just made all this come together. It's been a wonderful almost 2 weeks now getting to work with all of them, getting to meet all these new people. And it's been cool how God's just his spirit's been here with us, and just having all the fellowship that we've had together, it's been wonderful.
Well, I love it. It's such a good story. I appreciate both your time, Brother Ben and Brother Paul, for sharing what Builders for Christ is doing, and keep up the good work, and I appreciate your time.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All righty, what a good story to start off our Thursday here on Good Things. Stick with us. We got more for you coming up next.